You know, I'm not saying this hasn't happened before, but this is a very peculiar situation. The Detroit Red Wings and Filip Zadina agreed to mutually terminate their contract, which essentially has Zadina giving up $4.56 million just to leave Detroit. Now, he asked for a trade from Yzerman. Really, nothing could be facilitated. And now Zadina, who will turn 24 on November 27th, has an opportunity for a fresh start. He was drafted 6th overall in the 2018 NHL entry draft. It's not worked out for him for a lot of reasons, some of it being due to injuries, others just inconsistent play. Thus far in his career, 190 games played, 28 goals, 40 assists for 68 points, and a -51. Last season in 30 games played, he had 3 goals, 4 assists for 7 points. When he played for the Halifax Mooseheads before the draft, he was an absolute fantastic player, and when the Red Wings drafted him, a lot of fans thought this guy had a very high ceiling, but it just really hasn't panned out to be the case. He had 2 more years left on his deal, and it's interesting for a player that has struggled to be a solid contributor at the NHL level for them to give up over $4 million. Now, some of this could be the belief that he has in himself that, hey, I was really good in juniors, I've shown some flashes at times at the NHL level, I just need an opportunity to be successful. Now, the good thing for the Red Wings, they just opened up more cap space due to this being mutually agreed upon. So now they could possibly acquire DeBrincat. But let's look at this from the side of Filip Zadina. His next contract's gonna be a prove-it deal, and he'll be making less money than he would have if he just stayed on the Detroit contract. The guy is just gonna be turning 24, still very young and possibly could be a late bloomer. So there's going to be a team or two that will take a shot on him, but it's going to be a small contract. I would be very surprised if Zadina makes more than $1 million per year, so I could see him signing a 1-year, $1 million prove-it deal. But looking around a league, who could be a good fit for Zadina to maybe kind of rejuvenate his career? And I'm looking at this from an aspect that it would be good for Zadina. Now, the Edmonton Oilers, that could be a good fit. Get him on a minimum contract, and you have a high ceiling, and you have enough talent on that roster to probably maximize what you would get out of somebody like a Zadina. There's also other teams that were bottom feeders last year, like the San Jose Sharks, the Anaheim Ducks, Columbus Blue Jackets. Teams like that were very high on the draft list due to how poor they played. He would probably get more minutes. That could be beneficial. And this might sound crazy, so don't laugh at me when I say this. I am a Bruins fan. Maybe the Boston Bruins could be like, hey, the guy was a 6th overall pick. Let's see if we can make him a project and maybe get yourself a nice surprise. I have to say, Zadina has shown flashes. I don't think he's the worst player I've seen in the NHL. He's by far from that. He's just wildly inconsistent, and then due to injuries, he just couldn't stay on the ice. So I'm hoping for him, he gets a 1-year prove-it deal and he plays fantastic because he just gave up a lot of money. Hopefully he'll be able to make more on the back end of this. But this is him betting on himself, and I gotta say, I gotta respect it. I love a player that has the confidence within their skills to fully take the plunge and to see if they can revitalize their career. There's been cases it's worked out, in other cases it has not worked out at all. But I know this is a storyline I will be definitely following closely throughout the NHL season. But I'd love to know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Who do you think would be a great fit for Filip Zadina? And do you think possibly he can turn around his career? I'm Captain Paul. I'll see you in the next one.